Did you know in America, statistics show that 52% of the population knows someone with dementia, while 43% know a family member and 17% a grandparent? Currently, 1 in 3 seniors die from Alzheimer's or another dementia type, killing more Americans than breast cancer and prostate cancer combined. That's 33% of the elderly population in America. As of 2023, there are 6 million Americans living with Alzheimer's, with this number expected to grow all the way up to 13 million Americans by 2050. This means that more people will be caring for a loved one with dementia. New studies show 1 in 6 millennials with the average age of 27 years old are now caring for someone with dementia. With the rise in dementia, it is estimated that more than 16 million Americans will have to provide more than 17 billion hours of unpaid care for family or friends that have been diagnosed with dementia. Hello and welcome to Dementia 101 for Caregivers. I am your presenter. My name is Jeff O'Hara and I am an ACS major. Dementia 101 for Caregivers is a free mobile app that I created to help educate the most basic layperson on the 5 most common basic types of dementia, along with symptom management techniques. The goal is to help relieve some of the burden that falls on all of these caregivers' shoulders by providing them with the information they need to help their loved ones maintain their quality of life as the disease progresses. This app is unique in that there is nothing available on the mobile app store that allows for education and management based upon the 5 most common types of dementia. The application process to bring this project to life started with simple wireframes and lots of research. The project was organized into sprints, keeping track of progress as I went. Sprint planning allowed me to map my project out and give myself time frames for each phase of the project, as shown here in my sprint planning log. What began as a simple idea slowly developed into an organized program, as shown here in one of the test phases of the project. The program was created using React Native, and the app went through several debugging stages until I was satisfied with the final product. I will now walk you through the final application. To open is the welcome screen, where all 5 most common dementia types are displayed, along with symptom button and a reference button. My target audience is the average person over the age of 50, so I wanted to keep the design of the application as simple and easy to use as possible, given that the average older American may not have the tech savviness that we are so accustomed to. The app is meant to be helpful and not to cause stress or frustration with a complex user interface. Here we can click the Alzheimer's button and see that we are in the information portion of the app that details facts about Alzheimer's along with some visuals. As shown, it provides the user with an explanation of what happens to the brain of someone with Alzheimer's. It breaks the disease process down into 3 basic categories: mild, moderate, or severe, with each stage given a typical range of how long each stage should last. For mild, we see that visual impairments begin with the visual field limited to 12 to 24 inches in front of the individual. I have embedded links with the information sections, as seen here, which will direct the user into the symptoms portion of the app. By pressing here, it takes me to the Vision Symptoms Management tab. This section is meant to provide basic information and strategies to assist caregivers when it comes to visual impairments of dementia. As seen here, it gives a description with an example of the colors that are best to use in the environment of someone with dementia. Calming colors such as light blue or green should be used instead of colors like red or orange, which will overstimulate the brain. Now from here, I can go back to the home page by pressing home. At the home page, we can go into the Vascular tab, which contains general facts and information on vascular dementia. Also included are visual diagrams and preventative illustrations. Let's go back to the main screen and look at the Symptoms tab. Here the user can search through the Symptoms section, or they may do a specific search for an individual symptom or problem. For example, if the user is having trouble getting your loved one to take a bath, rather than searching through these sections page by page, the user could simply type in what they needed help with. In this example, I typed in bath and it took me to the Activities of Daily Living Symptoms section. This section refers to personal care activities such as bathing and dressing. It details strategies to help make bath time less stressful for both the individual and the caregiver. An example would be letting the individual with dementia feel in control. If the person is in the mild to moderate stages of dementia, then it may benefit them from giving them a choice, like ask if they would like to go wash up and avoid the word bath now or in 15 minutes. By doing so, this makes it less of a demand and gives the individual with dementia some semblance of individuality and dignity. Scrolling down, there is a visual provided to show how a bathroom should be set for someone with dementia. I embedded links, as seen here, which say press to learn more about vision and color, which takes us to the user Vision Symptoms Management section. Going back to the symptoms screen, we go into the Cognition tab, which provides the user information on memory, thinking, and attention. An example of the information provided to help with memory is to use a calendar to mark the days, which will help your loved one stay oriented. Another tip is rather than confront the person that they are about the date, give positive words and gestures and use conversation to redirect the person to something else. Avoid confrontational phrases such as telling them no directly and that they are incorrect, as these will trigger confusion and definitely aggression, which is the opposite of what this app is intended for. Dementia 101 for Caregivers is specifically dedicated to providing all the key elements one would need to accomplish all of these goals. Finally, going back to the main screen, we can view the references where images and information are credited. In the future, to monetize the app, I would like to have a monthly membership that would allow members to access forums extra information monthly, and access to live streams with professionals such as speech pathologists. At some point throughout your life, you will know someone who suffers from dementia. It is a devastating illness that robs people of their memory, their communication abilities, and, most importantly, their dignity. With an estimated 65 to 75% of dementia patients residing with loved ones, Dementia 101 for Caregivers is designed to help those caregivers take on the immense challenges of caring for someone with dementia.